Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather at noon.
Hey folks, good afternoon. I'm in for Taylor Plott this Black Friday. I'll also be in for Fred Gossage this evening, so tune in then. Taking a look at your conditions as we wrap up this work week and head into the weekend. And we're doing pretty good out there right now. It's just kind of cold, right? We're in the 40s here in southern Middle Tennessee, 42 at the moment. And those dew points are much lower still. We're in the 20s out there widespread, not much warmer than that as far as the dew points are concerned. So it's dry out there. Thankfully, it's not too windy, or else it'd be chapstick weather, as I call it out there. But otherwise, right, we're doing just fine. A little bit of clouds filtering in, those upper level clouds not impacting the forecast too much. Otherwise, pretty good day to go out and do your plans as we wrap up our work week. Again, just have a coat on hand. Thankfully, here in the studio, I can roll my sleeves up, but man, this morning I brought out that heavy coat for one of the first times this season, although it has been cold a good few times already. 45 in Florence right now, dew points in the lower 20s here, wind still generally out of the north. That's what's keeping that cold air in the area, but we still have a few degrees to go before we reach those highs. You noticed there just a moment ago in Florence that we're continuing to slowly climb up with those temperatures, and we'll be up in the mid to upper 40s for today. I'd say better shot at upper 40s in northwest Alabama, mid 40s better shot in southern Middle Tennessee for those highs. And you also noticed on the cameras just a moment ago, a few clouds filtering in, nothing too substantial though. That's not going to impact the forecast too very much in the big picture. Through tonight, we get back down to below freezing, so plan for that. Pets, plants, pipes, keep them warm, bring them inside. You know the deal there. We're heading into the cold season. Absolutely a routine at this point here. There we go with those upper 20s and lower 30s. As we head into the second half of the day tomorrow, here comes those rain chances. I think the first to middle half of tomorrow is fine. It's really going to be the PM hours that we see these showers move through. Overnight Saturday, first half of Sunday, we get this corridor of rain moving in here. It's a little bit of a quick hitter. I don't think it's going to stick around too long, but I definitely think most of us will see rain when all is said and done. Good sleeping weather for the weekend. Not expecting any wintry precipitation with that at all. As we head through Sunday, the rest of the day looks fine. I think we actually dry out for the second half of the day. Monday looking pretty good too, but here comes round two, or really system number two. We kind of have three distinct systems coming up. Monday, this has been the one we've been kind of talking about over the last few days, an interesting one. We've had a lot of eyes on it due to the fact that we're kind of right at the precipice of the potential of rain versus wintry type precipitation. Now, I'm using the European model here. It's had a pretty good handle on things as far as the extent of where the wintry type precipitation will be, the cutoff of that, and the temperatures. And, as of right now, I still do think there is that possibility of a mix overnight Monday and into the first half of Tuesday, due to the fact that you'll notice there is some of that wintry precipitation creeping into Tennessee. That would kind of put our southern Middle Tennessee counties especially on the precipice of that cutoff. So could we see some flakes mix in with that rain late Monday night and into Tuesday? Yeah, we could see that. Am I expecting any major impacts from that right now? To be honest with you, no, I'm not. That trend could reverse, and maybe we could see a little bit more in the way of cold temperatures below freezing, and maybe that would lead to more freezing rain type stuff, right? We could see that, but right now I'm just not. The trend is your friend if you're not a fan of, say, wintry precipitation, if you're not a fan of sleet, right? I think we're starting to err away from that. I think the major impacts are going to be off to our north. So if you start seeing clickbait stuff of big snow accumulations Monday night into Tuesday, if you start seeing an inch of ice on social media, listen, vet your sources, right? There's a lot of hoopla this time of year. Stick with us. We'll give you the no-nonsense answers. And to be frank with you, I think the no-nonsense answer right now towards the trends that the models are giving us is that we're not really going to see huge impacts, right? I'm just not seeing that. Some flakes mixed in, yeah, sure, but right now we're trending a little drier and we're trending a little warmer, just enough so that, those impacts just are mitigated a little bit. So rain, absolutely, a little bit of a mix, absolutely. Huge impacts, reasons to shuffle everything around for expectance of winter, not so much. But a solid 1.5 inches of rain, maybe even 2 inches of rain, I could easily see happening. Tuesday looking pretty good out there, by the way. I think the midweek actually shapes up pretty nicely as that high pressure takes over. And then as we head towards the end of the week, another system manifests. So again, three distinct systems. The one that we see overnight tomorrow and into first half of Sunday. This one that we were just talking about with maybe a little bit of a wintry mix. And then as we head towards Thursday night and Friday, we also see a further chance of rain out there. So it's a little bit of an active pattern to be sure, but I think the one to focus on, of course, is that one that's sort of variable, but looking more like rain than anything else. Again, not to be a broken record, we'll watch it. Temperatures, again, right on the fritz, right towards that area within 1 to 2 degrees of freezing. That's why we're talking about the possibility of a mix, but major impacts still just not really thinking that's going to happen here. Isolated local impacts perhaps, but I don't expect a white Monday night or a white Tuesday, not by any stretch. By the way, end of the week, I have seen a pretty good signal for some more rain, right? I'm seeing a consistent model trend towards an active pattern out towards the end of the week, so that's that third system we were talking about. A little too far out for me to give you specifics, but certainly I think over the next 7 days, we could pick up a solid 2 or so inches of rain when all is said and done. And by the way, notice night after night after night, we get back to or below freezing, so we definitely want to go ahead and keep those overnight freezing plans in action. So those pets, those plants, those pipes, let's just go ahead, bring them in, keep them warm every night for at least the next week. Well, thanks for joining me here for your live forecast update. I'll be back with you at 2 p.m., 5 p.m., 6, and 9 through the rest of the day for forecast updates.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.